Okay, let's try this. We're going to try calling Northern Exposure. We'll see if they are actually there. Hooray for Hollywood. I feel like Wally Phillips. You don't know who Wally Phillips was? Oh, man. Wally Phillips, big Chicago personality for years and years. Used to dial out on the phone all the time. Now I guess Bob Collins is doing it on WGN Chicago. Oh, I forgot my code. Probably not going to go through. I forgot my code. Got to have the magic code, my fellow Americans, to do anything. Get in the gate or anything like that. Three ringy-dingies.
Hello, you reached Northern Exposure. The call time for Thursday.
Hi, it's Stan Major on KVI and from coast to coast. How you doing?
Just fine.
Can I talk to you a minute?
Sure. I mean, the office is closed right now.
I don't care if the office is closed. I've been promoting your show on my network of 60 or 70 radio stations now for the past 4 or 5 months. And I just wanted to talk to a live human being connected with Northern Exposure and congratulate you on your ratings.
Oh, well, thank you.
Number 3.
Oh, this is the last week, right?
Yeah, with the bear.
Yeah.
The one with the bear. So you ought to write the bear in every week if you're number 3.
Yeah, we never get a chance to think about the ratings much.
Yeah, I can imagine.
We just pulled in from Roslyn.
Did you really?
Yeah, we're just the crew's coming in, and we're coming back tomorrow at 8:30.
You work in the grip truck, do you?
No, I'm the second AD.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you're the most important guy to know.
I don't know about that.
Oh, come on now. Don't denigrate your important job now.
No, it's a job.
Uh-huh.
But I work with everybody else.
Yeah, well, I understand that.
Yeah.
But listen, it's a great show, and I'm on the air on KVI in Seattle every night from 9 p.m. until 2. And I'm on 60 other radio stations, Dallas and Tampa, St. Pete, places like that, you know. We're going up on Detroit on Monday.
You talk about us a lot?
All the time. I have this tremendous crush on, well, first I had a crush on Janine, then I changed that to Cynthia.
Right.
You know, I just move back and forth depending on my mood.
Right.
It's fantastic to talk to you. Listen, I've got to take a commercial break here because you know how networks are. Could you hang on for it? You never believe what happened here. I finally got somebody from Northern Exposure, and I end up hanging up on him. What's his name? Phil? Bill? Jim?
My name is Bob.
Bob, how are you? It's Stan Major. How are you doing?
Just fine. How are you?
And I have been talking about the show a lot. We have a lot of listeners who call in, especially ones that we're carried up in Anchorage, and we have almost total Alaska state coverage. So they love to call in and comment on the show also.
Do they like the show?
Oh, I think that they like the show. You know how Alaskans are. They're real independent, right? Like people in the program.
Sure.
And they kind of nitpick a little bit. But,
That's what I was curious about, whether that happened or not. But
yeah, I think that I think they're really complimented by the success of it. Because basically I think it's a very positive thing for them. You know, obviously it's very difficult to do anything that's like 100%. I was very familiar. I was down in Miami when they were filming Vice down there. And, not every people would come down and think that every building was mauve colored, you know.
Right.
But mauve or blue or turquoise. And everybody drove Ferraris and had white suits. But it's not that way in the real world.
No. I mean, we try to paint a picture that works for the show, and we're not out to offend anybody.
Hey, it's working great. You're not offending anybody.
Right.
Okay, except maybe the other networks.
Yeah.
Which is all right. Which is fantastic. Was everybody delighted that it was number 3?
Well, the most talk I heard about that was our producer saying that he never gets a chance to keep track of that himself.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we were just talking about it today. I mean, we make the shows, we do our best, and we enjoy them quite a bit. And we just, I mean, we get a ratings overnight, but we never really pay attention to it because we're always up in Roslyn or in some scene.
I get some calls from Roslyn occasionally. There apparently are a couple of young ladies who kind of hang around out there. They give me reports from time to time. And, well, listen, I don't want to hold you up because I know you're probably hungry as heck. But just next time you see Cynthia, tell her that we're on in Jackson, Mississippi every night, okay?
All right.
And she's from Jackson. So if she ever wants, I'll tell you what, can you write down a phone number?
Sure.
Okay, Bob, I would appreciate it. Give me the phone number. This is like a VIP line, okay? This is what we call our Northern Exposure exclusive VIP line.
All righty.
813-572-7043.
So this is down in Florida?
This is, yeah, I'm in the Tampa Bay area, but I'm on from coast to coast and up in Alaska. We're on KVI in Seattle. KVI's frequency is, I think it's 5, I hate to goof it up, I think it's 570. But we're on AM every night up there for 5 hours from 9 to 2 your time.
Okay.
And you can get it in Roslyn. Okay?
It's AM.
It's AM. You know how to get AM on your radio, Bob?
Sure.
Very good. I doubt if Cynthia knows how to get AM on her radio, but don't tell her I said that, okay?
Right.
Thank you.
All right.
Good to talk to you. Stan Major, STANMAJOR. Thank you. Speaking of Alaska, let's go to Jim and find out what he thinks about the whole thing. Jim, how are you?
Yeah, hi, Stan.
Good to talk to you, Jim.
Yeah, well, thank you. I've enjoyed your broadcast here in Anchorage.
Well, we're excited about being on up there.
Yeah. Well, you answered one of my questions. You spelled your last name. It's Major.
Mm-hmm.
J-O-R?
Just like one in the Army.
Oh.
In fact, my dad was a major at one time.
Huh. So that fits. Tell me about your background. I don't know who you are from Adam, you know.
Mm-hmm. You sound like Mr. Rogers.
Yeah, it's my neighborhood. But tell me about...
you wear a sweater?
A sweater? Well, I got my Nike sweatshirt on right now. But I was curious what you've done. Have you always been a talk show man? Or did you used to sell shoes or what? Oh, Stan?
Yeah. Yeah, I was a shoe salesman for a long time. Jim?
Yeah? No, I was serious.
You're breaking me up, Jim. You're not serious. You're putting me on.
Oh, no.
Yes, you are, Jim.
I don't know you from Edwin R. Murrow, you know. I was curious what you've been doing.
Well, where do you want to start?
Well,
I was born in a log cabin.
In Springfield?
Yep.
And you worked your way up the hard way.
That's it. You got it. See, that's my whole life, in a nutshell.
When did you get into radio, though? You've always been doing this sort of thing, or?
Basically, yeah. When I was in high school, I had my choice of working on the back of a blacktop machine when it was 100 degrees.
Yeah.
Or working in a air-conditioned radio studio, and I took the choice. Cynthia?
Uh-huh.
Hi,
Stan.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Is this the real Cynthia Geary?
This is the real Cynthia Geary. Bob gave me your message.
Really? Great.
Bob's the guy in charge.
Well, I told him he was kind of, downplaying his role, and I said, hey, I've been around. I know what you guys really do. You really run the place.
Yep, he does.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. How about you?
I'm glad you called after 1 o'clock Eastern Time because Jackson, Mississippi is on with us.
Oh, great.
So everybody up there is listening to you.
Everybody in Jackson, but what time is it? It's 12:30 in Jackson.
No, yeah, it's 12:30, but I'm talking Eastern Time, okay?
Right.
So they are on with us.
Great.
So you want to say hello to anybody?
Well, hello to my mom and dad, Jack and Shirley, in Jackson. They're probably asleep right now.
Well, somebody's probably calling them on the phone right now to wake them up. So how's your rash?
How's my rash? Well, it's gone now.
Oh, has
I
it?
have new, beautiful skin.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I haven't seen the show the last couple of times. I don't know why. I've got to get a tape recorder set up so that I can record it. Cause see
the rash show?
No, I didn't see that one. I'm sorry.
It was actually a really great show. Graham Greene was guest starring on it.
Uh-huh.
He's terrific.
Now, let's see. The last rated show you had was number 3. Did that kind of knock everybody out?
Yeah, it really did.
Number 3.
Ecstatic.
Wow, number 3. Did you ever dream you're right behind 60 Minutes?
Is that wild?
Wow. Said something about that bear. Something about Turner and that bear, see?
It's the animal thing.
Is that it?
Oh, I have no idea what it is. Believe me, I don't think...
Maybe we could get you involved with a caribou. Now, we're on up in Alaska, by the way.
Oh, we are?
Oh, we're on...
Alaska.
Oh, Anchorage. We're on in Anchorage right now. Okay, so, Shelley, what would you like to say to the people in Anchorage and in the state of Alaska that are listening?
Invite me to Alaska. I want to come visit.
You're kidding.
No.
You really want to go up there?
Yeah.
You don't want to go up there. Well, I guess it's not so cold now.
It's supposed to be beautiful.
Oh, it's fantastic. In fact, the guys who work for British Petroleum up in Prudhoe Bay call all the time, and one of them sent me a whole package on Alaska and how, all the brochures and everything. And I was just opening them up and looking at them tonight. It is extremely beautiful. It's a great area. I don't know what to say to you. I have a terrible crush on you, by the way. I just want you to know that. Since I'm an older guy.
Yeah, well, you're right up my alley.
Yeah, right. Sure. Now, you're not like that in real life. You probably date 20-year-old guys in real life, right?
No, in real life, my boyfriend's 3 years older than me.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, that blows the whole thing, friends.
Sorry, you guys.
And Janine goes with some guy that rides horses or
I don't know if that's going on anymore. That might be a history.
Really? Oh, we're getting the great poop here. People Magazine will be on the phone. Entertainment Tonight will be calling us.
I think that might be common knowledge. I don't know.
Well, if it's not, it sure is now. It's on 60 radio stations.
Hey,
Cynthia.
everybody. Being single.
All right, what's the shooting schedule now? Aren't you glad you're not going to go on strike, by the way?
Very glad.
Now, is that for sure? Is that all?
It's for sure.
Okay, great. So we can look forward to another bunch of northern exposures.
Lots more northern exposure. We're picked up for 2 years, 50 episodes.
Wow, that's
you
great.
know that?
Yeah, I knew that.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking that's kind of mind-boggling. That is really something. Well, if they just leave you alone and let you do your thing, everything's going to be fine.
I think so. I think they're going to do it. We've got a great show coming up.
Oh, really?
Our last show of the season is going to be terrific.
Tell me about it, Shelley.
We go back in time, and we explain how Sicily got its name.
Ooh.
And everything is in 1909. We're all characters from the founding of Sicily.
Oh, the costume gal is having a ball, isn't she?
Oh, she's doing a fabulous job, and they're building the town.
Really?
In 1909.
Are they doing that out at Roslyn?
No, actually, we're doing it in a field in Redmond, Washington.
You're doing it in Redmond? Well, we don't want to talk about that too much because we don't want millions of people up there on vacation interfering with the shooting. Is that a problem, by the way?
We have a lot of people watch us and come out to Roslyn and watch, and it's not a problem at all. And in fact, it's kind of fun. Mm-hmm. Roslyn has become a big tourist center now.
Yeah.
It's attracting a lot of people.
That's what I hear. Now, I saw the special on Entertainment Channel last week. I don't know if you spotted that or not.
I missed it.
It was a 1 hour thing, and I only got in on the last half of it, but it looked like it was really well put together. And, they even interviewed the mayor about when the guys went down the main street without any clothes on.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. They said everything's calmed down now. Everything's fine.
Oh, it has. It's gotten a lot better. We've kind of made a peace offering with the town and bought them a fire truck. I
heard about that, too. I heard about that. Now, tell me something. How does a beautiful young lady from Jackson, Mississippi, end up being on one of the top shows in Hollywood?
Well, Stan, I have the Hollywood story.
What?
The Hollywood story. I went to California. I was studying acting, and I finished college at UCLA, and had only been out of school for a really short period of time, and was waitressing. And I got discovered by a manager in a restaurant.
Where were you waitressing?
At a Mexican restaurant called El Paso Cantina.
El Paso Cantina. And you had on one of those white frilly blouses and the
only blonde in the restaurant.
Ah, okay.
And I happened to wait on this manager who handled a lot of big stars, and of course I didn't know who she was. And,
it was a she. Well,
yes.
That's a little more legitimate than a guy.
Right.
Oh,
well,
hey, honey, you want to be in pictures?
So she asked me if I was an actress, and I said yes, and she gave me her card and told me to call her.
Yeah.
And of course, I didn't think it was legitimate either. I thought there's got to be something wrong with this. So I waited about 3 days and asked my friends, and everybody was like, "Oh, God, they're great. Call them." So I called her, and she had me come in to the office, and she told me to bring all my tapes.
Yeah.
And at this point, I'm like, "What's a tape?"
Yeah.
And so the only thing I'd done was divorce court.
Oh, wow.
So I brought her this tape of divorce court, and she and the head of the company watched it, and they came out and they said, "Well, we're never going to show this tape to anybody ever again, but we're going to take you anyway."
That's funny. What are the hours like? What time do you have to get up?
We have brutal hours. 18-hour days are not uncommon.
Really? So you get up, what, like 5 in the morning? 6?
Sometimes 5 in the morning, sometimes 6, and then it's usually the reason why I can never call you. I got this message last week, but we always work till about 2 or 3 in the morning.
Well, I'm on all night, so it's just whenever you feel like it. Will you keep the number?
Oh, sure.
That would be great, because it's we've been trying to get hold of you, or been trying to get hold of Ms. Turner.
Well, I'll have to get her to call too.
Oh, if you do that, I'm just going to be on the floor, okay? Because as much as I have a crush on you, I started out with a crush on her, and then I switched to you, and I kind of bounced back and forth,
Well, I'll have to get her to call you too, but I want you to have a crush on me.
I do. I absolutely do. And I'm not a bad-looking guy, by the way.
Well, send me your picture.
Oh, where would I send that?
You want to send it to our studio.
Oh, I got the address. I will, if you'll send me one back.
Okay.
Okay, Cynthia, it's great, and it's a fantastic show. Everybody loves it, and even the people up in Alaska, I think, are beginning to accept it. We'll talk about that maybe next time you give me a call, okay?
Great.
Keep the number, Cynthia.
Okay.
Thank you.
See you, Stan. Thanks.
Bye.